Hey guys, subscribe for daily content. And if you're shopping for gear, make sure you check out the description for the newest items at some of the very best online retailers. There's also links for some of the items that I personally recommend. Thanks! What's going on YouTube? Metal Complex here, and today I've got another short, little unboxing video to share with you guys. Something from Miguron. Typical Miguron box up top. I do not know what this second little attached thing is. It doesn't look like their typical box. Here lately, I've been really impressed with Miguron's ultra budget stuff. I'm not sure that's what we have today. It kind of looks like it might be something premium. Either way, I'm a big fan of Miguron, what they typically do. So check them out. I'll link these knives in the description. It does help my channel when you use those links, but that's up to you. Thanks to my patrons for supporting me. Let's find out what we've got here. Make sure your notifications are turned on for the Metal Complex YouTube channel, and that your phone allows notifications for, oh, that's what it is. It's Ameight. Make sure your phone allows notifications for YouTube. That's another big thing that's stopping some of you from getting notifications, is that your phone sometimes by default will not allow notifications from certain applications, despite you clicking the box on YouTube, or the bell, or whatever that is. This first one here is the Pagos 2, okay? So what we got here, Pagos 2. Almost certainly I've reviewed the Pagos at least once. I think there's two forms of it. So, oh yeah, I remember this one. Okay. We have what sort of magic binds you? Okay. Titanium. Really nice. Really nice, by the way. Nice textured, contoured titanium. Nice little pocket clip there. Milled. We have inlays with some, what does this make me think of? It makes me think of the 90s. I don't know what specifically, but yeah, that's what it makes me think of. It's a, like a dyed, it's multiple colors within carbon fiber, obviously. But yeah, pretty cool. And then we have probably an M390 blade, yeah. Okay. Is that fuller accessible? Not really. Can you use the front flipper? Actually, yeah, pretty easily. Can I do it with my index finger? Yeah, very easy. Oh boy, the action's nice. Miguron getting really good with that action. Love that. Access to the lock bar is really good. This is probably, it should be south of 250. That's typically what we see here. By the way, whenever I come down on WE for their pricing, and I say, you've got competitors who are able to make essentially the same thing, and they're outpricing you by like $100. I'm talking about companies like Miguron. If this thing is priced between $2 and $250, it's probably about $220. I mean, I would hope, right? I hope. I'm putting a lot of faith here in my accuracy, so I really hope that they're not north of $250. But this is I mean, like every now and then, like WE knives will do something a lot more complicated. But this is essentially, not only is it the same materials, but it's a very similar level of quality execution. And so, like here recently, I unboxed a WE knife that was like $340, and I was like, why? You know? So yeah, Miguron is far better, and I've talked with the owner of Miguron many times, and the guy is clearly like bent on making sure that his prices stay as low as possible. That's been a priority with Miguron for a long time. So, okay, cool. Nothing spectacular. Doesn't feel super duper new or anything like that. But for people who are looking for straightforward utility, good cutting geometry, and not really too much of the flash or the gimmicky stuff, you're going to be able to get that plus premium materials, right, for a price that is competitive. This other one here, it feels like a budget knife. Fimore, flipper, okay? Probably, maybe we have an Ameight ultra budget. When I say ultra budget, right, everybody complains about how I define it. Some people are like, budget should be increased to 150. I had somebody tell me that the other day. No! Dumb! Absolutely not. And then I said, on this channel, ultra budget is anything under 30. Now, for some reason, that does ruffle some feathers. It bothers people. If you don't know, I'm incredibly stubborn, and I'm not known for changing things. Even if thousands of people are yelling at me all at once, I usually just say, no, I'm going to do what I want to do. So on this channel, Budget is anything under $75 and has always been that way. And ultra budget is anything under $30. If you don't like that, you're welcome to leave a comment, but I'm not going to change it at all. I think even as we progress, as we move forward, it's important to hold companies to that standard, because it's even more impressive as time moves forward. The companies who are able to land under those price points, right? It's that much more impressive. And clearly they are able to, because I've shown tons of examples in 2025 of really awesome knives that land under 75 or even under 30. I don't know what this is going to be. Okay. We have, I can tell you whether or not that's what they're aiming for here in just a moment. We have contoured G10 backspacer, simple steel pocket clip. Do we have a D2 blade? No, 14C28N. So not ultra budget. This will probably land at about $45 to $50. And that's because 14C28N is more costly than D2. But a nice knife. We definitely do have gray PVD here. Nice slicing, cutting geometry, right? Simple, straightforward, but exactly what you would expect at this price point. Miguron does excellent work in the budget territory. There are tons of companies out there that would build exactly this and charge you $65 for it. Miguron typically will not do that. They will offer PVD coatings on 14C28N, which is arguably the best choice all the way around. Now, I'm not talking just edge retention. I'm saying all the way around, all the different elements that you would want from blade steel composition. Balance of corrosion resistance, toughness, edge retention, and ease of maintenance, right? 14C28N typically is the go-to. While D2, hardened correctly, will vastly outperform it in terms of edge retention. Edge retention, especially if you're new, edge retention is not the end-all, be-all for everybody. For some people, depending on what you're going to do with a knife, it could be the number one thing that you go for, but edge retention is not universally the end-all, be-all when it comes to composition. So 14C28N, especially at this territory, when these knives are typically purchased to be used as like a kind of a jack of all trades, just use it for whatever. Right? 14C28N is going to be much more friendly if you're going to have to touch it up all the time, right? So we have a flat ground blade, nice cutting edge, nice little choke up spot. Very easy to access that opening hole there, and it also flips really well. Nice detent and good access to that lock bar. Really nice. Exactly what I'd expect. Probably about $45. That's what I would guess. Maybe 49, maybe just shy of 50. That would be that's definitely a fair price. In fact, Miguron's budget stuff is that's also kind of the standard that I hold a lot of other companies making the same type of stuff, right? I always look to Miguron and say, well, look, they're doing this for 45 or 50 or whatever. So that's cool. If you are in the market for a super ultra nice, ultra budget knife, especially if you're new, if you found my channel through TikTok or YouTube Shorts, and you're trying to just kind of start off with a good pocket knife, Miguron makes some of the absolute nicest knives under $30 on earth, as far as the stuff that I've handled, which is not everything, but it is a lot. So I would check there for sure. Right up there with like QSP, who used to, in my opinion, dominate that $30 territory. Miguron is definitely doing some awesome stuff, so check them out. Two cool knives, nothing ultra riveting or groundbreaking here, but definitely, good to know for people looking for stuff like this. That's going to be it today, guys. Each of these will get their own review down the road. Links in the description. Please make sure to follow me on Instagram at metal_complex. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like. If you'd like to check out my other content, I do, of course, have lots of videos of knives that are either expensive or inexpensive that I do or don't like, so check those out. And if you enjoy all my content, go ahead and click on that Metal Complex logo right there and subscribe, because there's definitely more coming. Thanks again for watching, everybody, and have a great day.